All right, so I'm back. Our intermission has ended. We have a new visitor, though. I'd like to welcome a streamer named Purp420 to our wonderful discussion here. Some of you may know him here. Some of you may know him in game. Go ahead, say hello to the folks. Introduce yourself.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Terp. I'm a shaman in TMO. Just stopped out to answer any questions anybody had and say what's up. I play a 60 shaman as my main. Ixar is the only way to go. I know people complain about, oh, you don't get the JBB or the barb hammer, but when you're raiding dragons, you ain't using your JBB or your barb hammer. And I think a PD robe is a whole lot sexier. So you will see me as the first shaman PD robe on the server. I'm working on that now. And I also have a 60 wizard ult. And yes, I do smoke.
Do you smoke purple, sir? So I got to ask you, Terp, since you're in TMO, what do you think about cool Ixar Necros named Wimplo559?
I think you should stick to the plans of what I told you to do. Level up and get that first, because it's a grind on this server. It's not just handed to you, unless, I mean, you were there during the double EXP week, which is rare.
He was. He got some levels out of that.
I think that's when he first started streaming, and I ran in, like, I check around for people that's streaming, and not just people that's streaming too. So, and when I run through like a Field of Bone or something, I'll stop off a couple hundred plat or whatever gear I got on me to whoever I see, and that's how I ran into him. Yeah, I'm not rich, but I pretty much try to help if I can.
I'm not rich, but I'm all right.
So. Yeah, when I started playing EverQuest, Perp was the first person to find me. I think I was level 2 or 3 when he gave me like 500 platinum or something. For sure helped out a lot.
You're here. Need plat? Hit up Perp.
Hit him up.
Yeah.
Barbarian ATM machine. It's a new class on P99.
Max tells. But yeah, when you told me about this Droga faction, man, I'm telling you, I feel like it's taken my soul. I'm really been here for a long time.
You have to have it max too, don't you? I don't even know. I've never did the faction. I've always been the person AoE in the group down. That's why I tried to come help you on the wizard when I can, burn them down.
Well, I talked to Likey, who's a puller of Chardock. He says you just have to be non-KOS. So it should be soon. I'm guessing another 2 days.
I would get some cushion just in case you died or something, or took a faction hit.
Yeah. Oh man, this is really expensive.
Oh, poor Wimplo. I feel so bad for you, buddy.
But think about that first AoE pull when you have that train following you.
Oh, I bet that's. Oh, it's great.
Well, when me and Perp first did this, he helped me do an AoE pull. It total went to shit, my first pull. I got... I forgot about using Harm Shield, so right when I pulled, his damage wasn't enough. They were still hitting me because I was below 20%. And yeah, I died. Pissed me off.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. You don't take dying very well.
No, I really don't like dying.
I've seen you die on your stream before. It's not pretty.
It bugs me.
It keeps it interesting, though. You gotta die sometimes.
Like it really makes me want to like log in and help him.
Sirken, if you watched me die 2 days ago to that train, some level 40 SK trained me. I got so pissed I wanted to quit. Like, I was really furious. This guy, like, he didn't want to help me. He just logged off. And I was raging so much, like, I stopped talking on the stream. I was just looking at the screen, you know, crying a little bit. And someone in the channel was a 59 cleric and gave me some love, came to me and got me a res. I instantly got all happy and started talking and, you know, having a great time again. But dying is not cool in this game. It pisses me off.
No, it's
Sometimes
definitely
you
not
zone
cool.
straight into a gazelle. Like, it just
That's what I
happens.
love about it, though. The fear factor. I don't know if you guys get what I mean by that. The fear
Yeah.
factor of this game.
Yes.
You can't get that in a new game. You're not scared to go out there and fight fucking 50 things. And I'm sorry for my cussing, but
No, drop F. I swear all the time here.
but I mean, I love that fear factor of this game, especially once you get into VP. You'll see what I mean, because you can't gate out of VP. You can't get a port out. You have to run out, and there's a bunch of dangerous mobs in between from you and the exit.
Well, and if no one has done it, so everyone just make a Bardal, get it to like 8, and do some low B swarm kites, because you will never clench harder in your life than it is trying to manage that swarm.
And that's coming from our expert pre-25 leveler.
Yeah, I think the only class I haven't played up to like the 20s is Necro, SK. Might be it. Besides this mage. He's
So
almost there.
you have lots of 1 to 25 experience, is what
Yeah,
you're telling me.
I know the basics of about every class.
That is unmatchable knowledge right there, folks.
Yeah, and Crushbone, I'm your guy. I've leveled so many characters through Crushbone. I'd wager I've probably done it more than most people.
You're going to start giving tours.
Yep. As soon as I get a character that will not get attacked. As soon as everything is green, we're good.
You know, dying as when you're soloing, it's never fun because sometimes you'll never find a res and you just gotta take it, the XP hit. But when you're in a guild and doing a big raid, like I don't mind dying because it's a guaranteed res, so it doesn't bug me at all. I don't get sad. But man, when I'm by myself, I just feel like shit. And I still don't have that spell. I don't have that spell sacrifice. I can't res myself. So, and I don't want to spend 400 platinum on a damn essence emerald. Damn greedy bastards selling them.
Is there a min level you need to be able to get the emeralds off people? Because you have to kill someone to get the emeralds, right?
They have to be above 49.
I was gonna offer my services. I got characters.
Yeah, make a level 10 halt. D level.
Oh, yeah. No, gotta be 49 to get the emerald.
That doesn't exist.
You know,
That's fairy tales.
Somebody power level him, please.
last week I had a friend that just went crazy and just quit. He was level 54 or so, and he said I could sacrifice him. And one day I just logged on and he was level 10. Like he de-leveled himself like crazy.
Well, that's stupid.
Yeah, I have no idea why he did it.
Wait, was your friend a gnome necromancer?
No, he was a 54 bard.
Ah, gotcha.
I know what you're thinking of.
Yeah, it is true that you could probably get to 60 faster if you just grind it all on not goblins getting the AoE group. But once you get the the AoE, the faction done, you'll be able to do that and not only get experience, you'll be able to pull that, and there's also decent drops and the 15k staffs. I mean, that's if you sell it quick. 10k staffs, 7k shields. I mean, there's a bunch of different things that comes with that, having that faction. Also in Velis, I believe you get some sort of item for having Sarnak faction. Right, Sirken?
Yeah, it's a wrist item. I think it's a wrist and a neck, something like that. And it's 100 HP. It's a pretty nice item. I saw it. And I'm saving up all my goblin skins. I'm going to make a level 1 alt and have like 30, 40 stacks of it for when Velius comes out. I can just turn them in.
Nice.
I mean, I definitely have a lot of skins. Lots.
I remember when Kunar came out, there was some player who saved up a bunch of items, and the turn-in gave way more XP than it was supposed to, and within a couple hours he was like 53. And so Nobog and Rogan were like, what is happening? And they suspended or banned. I think they suspended him, and then he rage quit over it.
Did you guys de-level him?
Pincers?
Say that again.
Did you de-level him?
Did we? I wasn't on staff. I don't know what they did at the time. I'm not sure how it happened.
Do you have the power to de-level somebody?
Oh yeah,
No?
I de-leveled somebody on stream.
Do you have the power to level someone?
Yes.
I have 50 plat. That sounds really jingly over there. Kind of,
Oh.
You know, why don't you save me a couple days and just max my faction, please? That'll
I
be-
actually cannot. That's like the one thing I can't do. I cannot check faction. Like, I can't even see how far along you are.
Oh, that's dumb.
Yeah, I know. But I only have access to what I need, and nothing I do really deals with faction.
Not even Rogan has that power?
Oh, I'm sure Rogan and Nilbog have the power.
It'd probably be still a pain in the ass because they have to like find your character file on the server and edit that specific value.
No.
I can't imagine it would be pretty. It would be probably wherever the server looks to see where your faction is, which is, your huge character info. Just a guess, though.
I feel like I've been just here for the rest of my life. Like, I've been here for a long time. It's really starting to get to my head.
I'm sorry, buddy. You might... Maybe staying there until it's maxed out was not the best plan.
I'm not going to max it out. I'm going to just get non-KOS. But it's still taking forever.
But maybe take breaks. Like go somewhere else for a few hours.
There's
Take
no
a range
such
roll.
thing as breaks. Because I know if I take a break and go do something else, I'm going to stick with it and just level. I'm going all out. There's no turning back now. I've gone too far.
Alright.
The stream has made me do it. I'm running to the bank to go get my spare plat to scrap together some ranger stuff. Happening.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to ride the boat, get 2 more nuts through the combines. It's gonna be bad.
What I did not know is that you could get XP off greens. I did not know that.
High greens, yeah.
Yeah. It's like basically nothing.
I just found that out. You know, any XP here, I'm happy to get some little tiny XP. That's fine with me.
Ignore me for a second, guys. Talk amongst yourselves. Discuss, I can't say discuss your future plans. Alright, I'll tell you what. 2 of you tell me about your future plans, and the other one tell me which character you're gonna start once you hit 25 on this one.
If everyone's selling ranger gear, I'm about to become a buyer. Oh god, I'm a terrible person. I don't know, part of the fun for me is to keep making ults, because you get to level with a whole bunch of different people, some that know the game, some that don't. Helping out people is actually a lot of fun.
I decided to stick with one character because I really want to raid, because when I started on live, I was never able to raid because I was too young and my playing time was extremely low. And I think when Kunark was out, the max level I got was like 35 or 40. And then when Velius came out, I was just high enough to kill mobs there. So I was still not able to raid. And then when I finally got into Luckland, I finally hit 60, and no guilds accepted me. I was a necromancer in Luckland, so I was kind of screwed then. I don't think I started raiding until Plains of Power. Plains of Power is when I actually got into like Plains of Earth and Plains of Time. I had a lot of fun times on Plains of Power, but I think it also fucked up the game. It was AA's really screwed a lot of stuff up.
They made rangers good.
I know Rangers were really buff because
You
And
can use
wizards.
bow and melee.
so now that I'm here in Kunark, the Kunark age, I want to get into a raiding guild where I can see all the stuff I missed. I never done any kind of what do you call it? The plains, like Plane of Fear and Plane of Sky. I've never done that before. So I can't wait until I can get into a guild to see it.
Did you say you still needed the Jade Chokodai prod?
No, I got my HS key.
Oh,
What I need is my Sebulus key and my VP key.
I was gonna say someone was selling it in EC right now.
I know it's going to be a bitch for me to get my VP key, but I'm going to work on everything. Probably whenever I finish
That
this.
That was like one of the only times I almost rage quitted on this game. Is I was getting my VP key, and I did the Pain Soul and the Rod and Scale, and it was like 20 hours between the two of those. And then I went and turned them in, but I was kind of buzzing, and I turned them in the wrong ones, and I had to redo the Pain Soul and the Rotting Skeleton. I was like mad as shit. So make sure when you do it, you get them identified correctly and turn them in right, or that will definitely make you rage quit.
Yeah, I can see if you're farming for 20 hours then and not drop. That would really get me mad too.
Duck Force 1, the goal is towards the end of this year, but since it is a team of volunteers, there is no set date that they can put out, but they want to get it out by the end of this year.
Yeah, hopefully it does come by then.
For what game?
For Velius.
Oh.
Duck was asking in the chat.
I'm really curious how EverQuest Next going to work out. I want to know if it's going to be a fun game or not. I don't want a game that's going to just be a waste of time, like Star Wars Old Republic. Big waste.
It's not going to be EverQuest Classic. I mean, game development is past the point where I don't think anyone could successfully publish a game like this. Like, no one is going to support this game. So, realistically, probably not. It looks like it's going to be an action MMO, kind of like Guild Wars, kind of, sort of a combat system, but that's just speculation.
If it's like Guild Wars, I'm not going to play it. I mean, I hated Guild Wars. It was so stupid.
To be honest, there's no telling on EverQuest Next right now. Because at first I thought it was to be like a mind... What's that game called where you build with the blocks?
Minecraft.
Minecraft. I thought it was to be something like that, but then I heard the guy last night, I was listening to a thing on EverQuest Next, and he said it's the Minecraft part of the game is the game that they're making before EverQuest Next, where everybody goes in and builds stuff for the game that they're going to be making. So they don't even have really nothing on EverQuest Next actual game yet.
Yeah. I mean, you saw some cool terrain stuff and some dust, but that's about it.
Yeah, he did say that you won't be able to wiki stuff, which sounds kind of cool, like, you know, like how they can wiki up like where this item drops and when it spawns and all that. So see what they do with that.
How are they going to do that?
I don't know. He said something about that they're going to have like orcs moving around, and if you piss them off or something, you run them out of the forest, they'll come attack your keep, all kinds of crazy stuff. So it's a big hype. We'll see what comes with that, though.
Yeah, the thing is, they have the perspective of, you know, if they take a look back and see what other MMOs have done, okay, we're going to do this. And they can actually pull it off, then yeah, it's a big thing, but, you know, the Tortanic, as it was, claimed to do a lot of that stuff and then sunk.
Yeah. It'll probably be more tending to the casual player, because that's what sells, I guess. That's what they think sells. Doesn't last.
It's just you can't compete with WoW, who already has such a huge player base, without trying to tap their audience.
I'm really hoping trade skills are going to be customizable. Like if you can make clothes to anything you want, like they give you some kind of editor and you could build any kind of clothes you can think of, that would be awesome because I could think of so much fun stuff to make that people would pay millions a plat for.
I say it would be pretty nice. Did you guys ever do EverQuest 2? I mean, I liked like the housing and stuff in it. Towards the end, I didn't play in the beginning of it. I was in the end of it, but they had it where you could, like, you had guild halls, and like we go out and kill a dragon, we get to take its head back and put it in our guild hall, and anybody that zones into the guild hall sees it, stuff like that. Yeah. And it brought decorating in a game to a whole new level. So I think EverQuest Next will too.
That was one of the things I enjoyed about the original Guild Wars, which was a fantastic game. A different vein of MMO, but still really good, was you had a guild hall and you would buy things to put in it. You know, either just make it look pretty, you have merchants there, and so there's actual progress for a guild.
What I thought was cool was a game called Lord of the Rings, and you were able to make your own music, and you could have a band. I thought that was fucking fun as hell. Like, I would seriously just make a character just for I could play music. I wasn't even leveling. I was just having a great time. I would want them to be more customizing. You can do, like, anything you can think of. I think
EQA. What? I'm not familiar with that, Death Smokes.
EQOA is the PlayStation EQ EverQuest Online Adventures, the PS2 EverQuest MMO.
I did not own any Sony consoles, nor have I ever, so I have been on Nintendo. My first console was a NES. Then I went to Game Boy and then GameCube and Xbox.
Yeah, me too. I played the Nintendo. That was my first thing I had.
I'm with you guys on Nintendo first console.
Dude, I was EverQuest pretty much. I didn't really play games that much.
What's this Nintendo? What's a controller?
Play games on your TV? It doesn't make any sense.
Oh, I got my TV as my screen now, so.
Oh.
Do you think I can use my 360 controller to control me in EverQuest?
I was wondering how
Wait,
that Diablo 3 worked with that. Has anybody tried that?
Diablo 3, actually, fun story. You could play with a controller on the beta, and then they took the support out and gutted it, made it so you couldn't do it anymore.
Wow.
To sell it to Xbox, I guarantee.
Exactly. Yep. That's why, like, I dropped that game like a hot rock. I do not. I'm sad to say that I don't trust Blizzard anymore.
Do you trust
Yeah.
me?
I never did WoW.
You
Like,
never played
Blizzard
what?
made legitimate good stuff for the original Warcraft games. Were really good in innovating the RTS genre. A lot of good stuff came out of it. The original StarCraft Brood War was really well done.
Yeah, I did like StarCraft original, and then like Warcraft 2. You guys remember that shit, or Warcraft 3?
Oh yeah, Warcraft 3 is still fun to play.
Actually, EverQuest was the first computer game I've ever played. I had a neighbor that was playing it. He was like an older guy, and he was like, "You should try it. It's a real fun game." I'm telling you, once I started playing EverQuest, it really did screw up my life. I think EverQuest have cost me so much trouble.
Well, me too, but I love the game. That's why I have the game named on my desktop as Evercrack, because truthfully it is.
Yeah.
For me, at least.
Once you
I
start,
love the immersion, though, in the game. You don't get it in any other game, and I'd rather have my spare time play here than what I used to do.
yeah, I'm telling you, EverQuest has calmed me down. I've done some bad things in my life, and I'm a very different person because EverQuest has taken my time, which I'm very happy for.
EverQuest got you off the street.
Yeah, I mean, I've done some bad stuff, and EverQuest just relaxes me. It's taking my time, so
I know some